honest, are you guys playing with the level of urgency you were hoping to see when you talked to us about that last week or whenever it was?
I mean, I think for the most part, yeah. Obviously, we've caught some teams that have been banged up, but we've been on the other side of that. So, we can't determine who's available, who's playing. It's just more about us. Can we take care of our business? And for the most part, we have.
What did you like about your team's performance tonight?
I think we've had some carryover last several games. The ball movement. Another 30 assist night. I think guys are trying to play the right way. Defensively, I thought we got the defense into the game early, and that helped us get out to that lead in the first quarter, and essentially, allowed us to, hold the lead throughout.
Daniel Gaff left the game late. Is he all right?
Yeah, I think it was just a little tweak. Right now, they're telling me he'll be available, so I don't think it's anything major.
You brought this up yourself, that you're facing some teams that are banged up, or at least in the last two games. How difficult is it for you to evaluate your team when a large number of your wins have come against teams that have been missing their best player, or sometimes their best and second best players? I
mean, that's, once again, you can only look at what you have in front of you. And it's easy to speculate, if they had this guy, that guy. Like I said before, we've been on the other end of that quite often. So everyone goes through it. You just have to kind of look at what works, analyze what you're trying to do, and just judge it on, what you see. You can't really get into, well, they don't have this guy or that guy. It's unfortunate for them, but there's nothing I can do about that.
What did Denny do well tonight?
I think he played with great pace. Defensively, tried to play the right way. Had some poorly timed turnovers, but he's playing with a level of confidence I think is good. He's finishing. He's aggressive in his attack, as far as getting to the rim. So I think just a level of confidence right now.
And that was his second double-double, I think, both with you guys. But what can you say about his kind of how steady he's been?
Well, the triple-double, I mean, obviously you cut down the turnovers a little bit, but once again, he's been a big-time playmaker for us. Facilitating an open floor, playing out of the post. His pace up the floor has been really good for us, even after makes. So he's doing a little bit of everything, and I think it's important. Brad has been out, and he and KP have to kind of shoulder the burden offensively, but the fact that we're still trying to play through them and they are willing to share the ball, I think speaks volumes.
Where have you seen the biggest improvement or growth in the team over this 7-game stretch where you've won 6 games?
I think defensively. It's been we've done a really good job, I think, at times. From quarter to quarter, I have a certain stretch, but the rim protection, the defensive rebounding, we're getting a lot more deflections. Increase in the block shots is a big piece of that. So I think there's a lot of little things, but all those things add up.
And how much of the improved rim protection, the improved defense, do you think stems from the 2-big lineup?
That's part of it. I think part of it too is getting DeLon back. He impacts it right away, as we've talked about, and he had another high deflection night himself.
Any other questions? Coach, what do you think about Rui tonight?
He had a really good game. I think he's shown his level of aggression. I think it's he's trying to play the right way. He's playing downhill. He's taking the right types of shots, and he's shooting it with efficiency. He struggled a little bit the other night, but he's had 2 out of 3 games where he's been extremely efficient. So just having that punch off the bench is a guy you can play late. You can go back to, but he's given us some stability, which has been terrific for this group.
I think we had the right mindset when we came out. We said, okay, we got to win this one. They're missing some important guys. So we cannot let one game slip away again. And we came out ready, came out playing our basketball. I think we're in a good rhythm now. And can't wait until we get Brad back, and then we're full force.
After so much of the season, when your team struggled, it was correct. You guys were very injured, etc. How do you now assess your team's progress when you play and win games against teams that don't have their best guys?
I think we're doing fine. Like, even in that 10-game stretch that we were losing, a lot of those games were really close. We were competing. It wasn't like we were completely out of the down 20, down 30. So we were competing a lot of those games. We just fell short because we were missing some guys, and we are still missing some guys. So yeah, I think we're okay. I think we did the right thing by not overreacting, and even though it was a 10 game losing streak, but now we're back and we're putting some wins together, and we got some, we have some pretty good rhythm, and we look forward to keep building.
Second trip with them, what was working well? I guess everything.
Not everything. I was 5 for 16 from the field, but my teammates made shots tonight. Obviously I probably set them up, but they did a great job. Rui did a great job attacking at every time. Gav did a phenomenal job just being ready in certain spots, and it was a great team win.
Wes pointed out the ball movement and assist rate again. What's been working well for you guys on that?
Just keeping it simple, playing the right way. Everybody's sharing the ball, everybody's touching it. Seems like every night, we may have 4, 5, 6 people in double figures. So that's always a great recipe.
Kyle, what have you seen differently in Rui's approach since he came back from the injury?
I don't know. I don't really think much. I think he's been who he is. He's just hitting shots at a very high clip right now, and we need it. Obviously, if you go back to our 10-game losing streak, a lot of that was because we were really, really struggling to find just bench consistency, and having him come back along with DeLon has been big time for us. Obviously, we've seen what DeLon's brought, bringing point of attack defense, but Rui's been fuego. He's been just absolutely fire, doing a great job of taking his time, getting out in transition, spot up threes, taking advantage of mismatches. He's playing basketball right now. So
You guys have had this lineup against a bunch of different types of teams now. I know not everybody's been at full strength, but is this a consistent option? Do you see this as something you guys could take through the rest of the season, the big lineup?
Yeah, 100%. I don't see why not. It's been our best lineup. Teams are having a hard time adjusting to it. We're doing a great job of cross-matching defensively, and it's been great. I can't complain about it at all.
Kyle, how tough is it to evaluate your team when so many of the wins have come against teams that have been missing their best player, or sometimes their 2 best players?
Can't really think about that. Your objective is to dominate whoever's in front of you. If guys aren't playing, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to beat those guys, beat those teams.
And by the same token, how tough is it to evaluate your team when so many of your losses were with at least 3 of your top 7, top 8 players out?
You can evaluate a little bit because, at the end of the day, it's life. A lot of times, some people are going to be in your life, some people are not. Some people are going to be available, some people aren't. So, it's up to every guy in our locker room to be ready to step up, to be ready for their moment when that time comes, and just capitalize on it. And it sucks that we took that big 10-game losing streak. We had all the stuff going for us, but that's life. And right now we're on a 5-game winning streak, and that's usually how it goes. So for us, we just got to continue to get healthy, but also just continue what we've been doing, and it's been working.
Rui, what did you like about the team's performance tonight, other than winning the game?
I think the offensively we're sharing the ball, and of course I think tonight we had a great stretch of defense, and we are rebounding the balls, and I think everything was good. Everything went well. So but especially the defense side, I think we did pretty good. So that's why we got to win.
These stretch of really nice performances you've had, what have you liked most about your game?
I'm just trying to stay aggressive, and score the ball, rebound, and defense, anything, I'm just keep doing what am I doing, and I'm just gonna get more jobs here.
Are you making a bigger effort to be more aggressive than prior to your injury?
Probably now I watch it. I was watching the games, on the side, and I kind of study, and now, yeah, I know where to, being aggressive and playmaking and like scores and like anything. I just like I watch a lot of films, so yeah, that's why I think it's coming right now. Yeah.
When you talk about being aggressive, Rui, is that just your willingness to take a shot earlier, to take a shot? Is it kind of
Not only that, but like just like scoring mentality, but like also the rebounds too. Like if I get rebound, I can push and like I can score and like transition and stuff and playmaking and stuff. So yeah, that's what I think I'm doing right now. Yeah.
72 points in the paint, I think, was the total. Was that just a matter of exploiting the fact that you guys
72 points, us?
72 points in the paint for you?
We scored, okay.
Is that a matter of just exploiting the size advantage without?
Yeah, for sure. Now we have a big lineup. Me, Kuz, DG, KP. We can be on the court at the same time. It's pretty big. It's like really, very efficient and. We can score from anywhere, so yeah, that's what I think working right now.